I think the 997 GT3 is such a good combination between a very warm driving feeling and a very safe modern car. Why the 997 GT3 is the best investment? Well, buyers of the younger generation, they want these type of cars. No turbo lag, a very warm mechanical analog driving, but still very easy to drive. Best of both worlds actually. 996 is maybe a bit too old, the 991 GT3 is maybe a bit too modern. The 997 is a real car for the enthusiast. A very good investment to have fun and not lose any money. Well, I told you in previous videos before that if you want to make serious money, you should not buy a car. There are many other ways to get very rich, and this is not one. At least you can be lucky, but you should buy a car because you like it, you want to have fun with it, and maybe not want to lose a lot of money on it, and therefore this is the one to buy. The 997 GT3 has still the old school Metzger engine, and that's basically the same design engine we had on the old school air-cooled Boxer engines. And this is also obviously a Boxer engine with 415 brake horsepower and obviously a manual. And then the sound with 8000 RPM is just absolutely amazing. I really hope you enjoyed that little intro about this absolutely amazing GT3. And yes, this one is for sale. We own this car for many years now, and now the time has come, we have to sell it. And yes, I would love to keep it, but not everything in life you can keep. Maybe at a certain point in life you can keep everything, but I'm not arrived at that point yet. So therefore, this beauty is now for sale. And I would like to present it to you because we get a lot of people buying cars online, and we want to help people prepare the car for sale. Since the days of putting 3 pictures of your car in a little description, put it online, are over. Since many people buy online, and nowadays the description of your 911 is very important, telling a story about the car, a lot of pictures, videos as well, and we can help you with that. And this one is a little example what we can do. So these days we help many people sell their cars. We help them with photo shoots, with detailing, with making videos about the car, tell the story about the car. That's very important. That's something that many people forget. And also the good, but maybe also the bad thing. So this GT3 has actually 3 owners from new. My dad bought this beauty in, I believe, 2017 with 22,000 kilometers on the clock, and now it is mine. And now it has 28,000 kilometers on the clock. So we did not drive it that much. So still a very low mileage 997 GT3. And then obviously not to forget, very important, when you buy a used 911, and that is the maintenance history. So this car is completely Porsche maintained, Porsche serviced at Porsche dealerships. We have all the booklet and all the stamps with it from Porsche service. We also checked with Porsche in the system if everything was correctly and was matching. So everything was correct, and I checked. You can actually see everywhere in the world where this car was and what kind of service it had in a dealership. So we checked that and it was all correct. So it has a complete matching service history from Porsche. So very important. We only have to still get the DME report, because the DME report tells you a lot about the engine, mainly how many times it hit the rev limiter, and that's very important for Porsche GT3 buyers. They mostly ask for that. So that's something we still have to get. This car was new delivered in Doha in the Middle East in 2007, and so far as my information goes, a Spanish guy bought this car new, drove it until he sold it to a Dutch Porsche specialist where we bought it from, and he imported the car from the Middle East to the Netherlands, and that's basically the story behind it. So the car has in total 3 owners from new. Let's do a little walk around this car. So first of all, the paint is absolutely flawless. We completely corrected it. That's a double layer ceramic coating on it, so that's absolutely fine. We have though a few stone chips, I believe, and it's very, very little, very minor. You probably won't even spot it on camera, but we have a few little stone chips on the paint. That's very, very minor. Very important for a GT3 like this. It has no damage, although it has a few paint work as well. So the back bumper was damaged. Somewhere here it had a scratch, so it is repainted. The back bumper, also the front bumper is repainted as well because of stone chips and a scratch. So there are no stone chips at all on this bumper. And what happened as well, one time we forgot to close the bonnet and it was going open under driving. So that was not so smart, and it happened. So the paint was not really damaged, but it had a lot of dents, and aluminium bonnets with dents is very difficult to get out. So therefore we replaced this bonnet and we painted it. And we have all pictures with it, so you can see that all true. It has no damage. I mean, it had damage basically because the bonnet went open, but it was very minor. We have pictures of that. The rest of it is all, I believe, first paint. Also the underbody is completely dry ice cleaned and protected as well. And then we have the wheels. These are the original 997 GT3 wheels in perfect condition as well. I mean, the whole car is in perfect condition, and that is the plus point of a low mileage car. You have a car that has not many issues, and therefore I would recommend you to go for a low mileage car because it does not have so many issues. Although there's maybe one issue. Since it was standing so much around, it has only 28,000 kilometers. The gearbox is a little bit sweating, mostly because it just was standing around that much. So that's maybe a downside, I would say. It's not leaking a big amount of oil, but I would say it is sweating. And then let's show you this absolutely amazing interior. We have these bucket seats, so we do not have a club sport. So if you have a club sport, you have a roll cage in the back, and sometimes you have just normal leather seats, but we have here the carbon bucket seats. They're actually very, very expensive, and the carbon bits everywhere in the interior. A very, very cool detail. Also the red elements, so the red stitching and the red color in the clocks and the seat belts match very, very good with this car. We only have one downside in this interior, and that is the carbon bits up here. They are cracking, as you can see. Same thing happening on the other side as well, and that is the only downside I actually found in this interior of this 997. So let's check the engine. What we have a 3.6 liter boxer engine with 415 brake horsepower, and in these years we never really had any mechanical issues. Just had it serviced every year or two. It never went bad. We never had any issues with this engine, and that is actually what I hear a lot from owners with a 997 GT3. They are very, very reliable. I can say that is actually true, although so long you have a very well maintained car. So when we bought the car in 2017, the owner told us it was never used on track. Honestly, I never was alongside the car its whole life, so I have to believe that. We completely dry ice cleaned the car, and if it was on track, I probably had found some rubber bits, but I did not, so pretty confident this GT3 was never on a racetrack. So guys, that was it. All the good and bad things about my beautiful 997 GT3. I hope you really enjoyed this video, and if you have any question, if you want to buy my beauty, please let me know. Send me an email, give me a call, and we can discuss this further. Well, I hope you liked this video, and if you also want to sell your car, let us make a video or get the car right, detailed wise, and gather all the documents and tell the story about the car. Let us know. I think we can help you as well with selling your car. So that was it. The walk around my GT3. So we had a repainted bumpers, back and front because of stone chips, and the back it was a scratch. We have pictures of that in our documents. The front bonnet was replaced because we forgot to close it and went open while driving. Very stupid, but it happened. So we replaced the bonnet and we painted it. And that's everything to it. The gearbox is a bit sweaty as well, and that's all the downside, I think. For the rest, this car is just looking absolutely amazing. I'm very sad selling this car. I would love to keep it, but yeah, that's life. We have to sell this now, and we made the decision. So I hope this car finds a very good owner that really cares about this car just as I did. So if you're interested, please let me know. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you next week.